Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to X-Men 97, Season 1, Episode 10, titled Tolerance is Extinction, Part 3. The X-Men dream is put to the test as mutant-human relations reaches a tipping point. I'm pretty sure they've already gone well past the tipping point, but well, some optimism still in the X-Men's dream. At least those who didn't side with Magneto. Well, this is the final episode of the season, and apparently it has been greenlit for not only the second season, but apparently a third season. Even with the everything that happened with, what was it, the screenwriter? I think it may have been. But yeah, so I made a good choice in saying starting everything by season one, because I don't normally do that if it's just a single season. So yeah, but given how good this show has been, it's understandable why it got greenlit. Let's see if this season sticks its landing. In three, two, one, go. Also, I'm just gonna say it now. I don't think Jean died in the last episode, even though it may have looked at it. You're not gonna lie, I still say I probably would have gone with Magneto in that scenario. Especially with the knowledge that the Earth's magnetic field is fucked, and so that means the Earth is fucked because it would get eroded by solar radiation and everything. Yeah, I'd want to leave. There were so many people who, as soon as they saw Wolverine in that uniform, guessed that they were going to do the adamantium being ripped out story point. I was not one of them because, well, I've never actually read that comic. I've just seen that panel. And his clothes are a little too torn to tell what uniform it is. It's still a little sad that Sunspot didn't get a spot on the opening. Okay. Getting young Charles and Eric in this. And the Hellfire. How are they going to capitalize on all this? Especially considering it's only Emma. Oh, we're getting that bar talk. I mean, once again, Magneto's not wrong. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. A writhing sea of anger. How are you doing this with the helmet on? Hmm. A psychic fight between Charles and Magneto with the risk of minds being shattered? Hmm. I wonder where this could be heading. Don't exactly like it when someone exerts all their power on you now, do you? You're still just standing there. I was not expecting all of those. Some of them we've seen before, but I don't remember Iron Man or Daredevil. Charles said it was the other way round. Hmm. Black Panther and the Dora Milaje. Cloak and Dagger? That's all of Alpha Flight. Well, no, not all. It was Puck and North Star and his sister. Crimson something was the one who was with Omega Red. Oh no, you're being betrayed. Who could have seen this happen? Um, what was that about Never Phoenix? Jean Grey always rises from the ashes. I don't know her. She's burning the sinister out of him. He'll probably rebuild himself. That was probably very cathartic for Morph. Phoenix is never truly gone. gonna wipe out everyone? Are you psychically reconditioning him? Charles. Hmm. He probably is going to be very integral in taking down Bastion. Hmm. Hmm. Cards may be in your favor, but I don't know how you're going to pull this off. I'm a little surprised that of all the cameos we got, we didn't get a flash to Carol on the blue side of the moon. Oh, thunderclap straight point blank to the face. It's got a fucking ultra instinct. Not used to having someone stronger than you, are you, rogue? Interesting. His three kids and Rogue. Hmm. The problem with getting his mind back is to get the pain back too. I know that Bastion's an established character and everything, but there's something very strife about the outfit that he's made himself. Especially considering it was taken from Cable's arm and that. Hey, Jubes, now would be a good time to pull out some of your future selves moves. Don't very often see Cyclops ricocheting. But that is something he does do in the comics. Hmm. She just destructo disced you, so eh, that's not your family. It just turned into Sarah. When did they get back? How do you know what the Magneto protocols are? Once again, politicians are the true villains. Look, now you've got an asteroid falling down to Earth. What the fuck did you think was going to happen? Really, Reed? Just saying goodbye. The little bit of tears that you saw between taking the visor off in the flash. Space tornado. And what are you going to do with those two? Every now and then, a little bit of German accents coming through in his words in this scene. I can't say I've noticed that before. When he said scrolling, when he said glimpse. Hmm. How ironic that in the end, the Magneto protocols was stopped and the fallout prevented by Magneto. What the fuck just happened? I'm guessing they weren't able to stop the explosion. Huh. Why Scarlet Witch and Pietro off world? And Bishop's AWOL. Not Bishop, Cable's AWOL. Hmm. 3000 BC. Who could have yanked him and why? Thirty 3960. How did they hear that? One group got sent, what, almost 5,000 years in the past, and one group got sent almost two. Or by group, I mean two people got sent. One group got sent to the future with Nathan. One got sent to Apocalypse. Interesting. Now I have been told there is a credit scene, so I'm just gonna skip ahead to that. Present day Genosha. Okay, so they're setting up Apocalypse to be the big bad of the next season. So it's going to be a twofold. One is getting everyone back to their rightful times. I wonder how. Does Cable remember his parents jumping to the future, or is that something that didn't happen in his timeline? And what's going to go on with the X-Men meeting a younger Apocalypse? Like, that's probably going to cause some time issues. And am I remembering that correctly? Gambit Horseman. Upon the return of Apocalypse, Gambit submitted himself to the villain and was transformed into one of Apocalypse's horsemen, Death. Okay, so we're going to be getting a resurrected Gambit as the Horseman of Death. Ooh, I've just... So, one thing that they did say was that they'd be leaving some of the bigger storylines for this show, which is why they did E for Extinction, Zero Tolerance, and that, rather than save those for movies. Because it's a lot easier to transition a comic book to an animated show. And they'll just make X-Men stories for the movies. That's what I've heard rumors about that being said by Marvel. And one thing that we've been wanting to see for ages in regards to X-Men may be getting set up. Because in the lead up to to House of M, it first starts out with a comic called Avengers Disassembled, in which a previously dead hero shows up out of nowhere who is associated with cards and is used to wipe out several of the team. And this was in the events leading up to House of M and everything. And now we have a dead team member who is associated with cards and everything, likely going to be resurrected from the dead. And yeah, I'm just spitballing here. That, huh? I've just got into the part like Forge's board of mutants to see this. Not only is Cable AWOL, but Jubilee and Sunspot are too. And Archangel has the same sticker over him that the X-Men do. That missing, presumed dead. Okay, Iceman's still active. I think that's Longshot next to. No, that wouldn't be. Why would he be part of the team? Colossus, Magic, Emma Frost. Is that Shadowcat? Interesting. There's some interesting prospective X-Men that Forge has picked out. Still want to know why Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are off-world. Can't remember anything about that. Interesting. So, well, the screenwriter did say that there would be no time travel used to undo the fall of Genosha and everything. It could mean that there's no going back to stop it this season. However, if they were to change the past so that those events were to never happen, like they wouldn't have the lead up to, technically that's not using time travel to undo it. So that could also be a part of what the next season's going to be, is trying to work away from the past to save the future. I may have to do like actually sit down, collect my thoughts, and then put out a what we could expect from season 2 video. If I do, that's going to be on my other channel, which is linked down below. But yeah, there's so much that could have just been set up by the last couple minutes of this episode. Like, where did Cable, Jubilee, and Sunspot go though? Like, did he take the no? Because I've just realized something. So, Cable's time cube thing is in his robotic arm, meaning he should not have access to the ability to travel through time since that arm got ripped off. That arm was then infused into Bastion to turn him into his final form. And then Bastion flew right into the singularity caused by the explosion of the gravity core. And then all of a sudden everyone gets thrown through time. Methinks there may have been some correlation between those two events. Which also means that, well, it is weird that only 2 people got sent to the future. Meanwhile, everyone else was in the past. There is one person unaccounted for, by the way. But I don't think these are the only times they're going to be in. I think there's going to be some little time hopping. Unintentional time hopping, I should say. Also, as I said, one person unaccounted for. Where did Wolverine go? Because he was unconscious with Morph still in the Blackbird. So I'm pretty sure we saw Morph in 3000 BC Egypt. I'll just try and see the scene again where we got the full team in the past. Also, it may seem like Magneto's still going to be on the more good side now after having that little mind thing with Charles. Skip over all the future parts. No. Morph wasn't there either. I thought they got sent. Interesting. Okay. Also, another Ascani. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can see that now. Huh. Okay. I will. I'm not going to say who that is, but it's very interesting the two people that Scott and Jean got sent to. Yeah. I really need to sit and collect my thoughts on this, so check my other channel in the coming weeks to see if I do a video on what I think could be coming from the next season. But I will say it did stick the landing. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.